Alright, see what this thing looks like. You now summon the Magitech Minion F1. Let's go to Minion Guide. It looks like Winston from Overwatch. Like a robot Winston. Yep. That's exactly what it looks like. Hooray! Confetti! So let's then talk this out. Okay, we saw this part. Yep, this is the mother of the soldier that had the package. Put the Baron Soil to use, because you got fig seeds. Date seeds. Glad she got it. Hee hee hee. Here comes Bot. Yep. But here he was handing out stuff. The Arak. Here, type of spirit, Arak. Sadly, the ingredients needed to make it have grown increasingly scarce. Stores of the stuff were promptly depleted when the Garleans took control here, but the soldiers were so taken with it they began shipping in ingredients directly from Garlemald. Needless to say, when they left, so too did the supplies. We need to make more. It would not do well for Alighieri to be without its local specialty when trade begins booming again. We have searched everywhere, but all the date palms native to this area have been cut down and the soil is unfit for replanting. Do you know of any places where this plant still grows? Yep, that lady. That lady just got a whole bunch of seeds. But it's going to take a while. Is something the matter? They need dates for distilling spirits. Now hold on a minute. We haven't even readied plots for planting. It'll take a lot of time and hands we don't even have. Perhaps we can make an arrangement. I'm certain the people of Alighieri would be more than willing to help in exchange for a small share of the resulting produce. Might I accompany you home to better assess your situation? Why, of course, we can use all the help we can get. First the seeds and now this. You're a miracle worker, if there ever was one. I won't be forgetting what you've done for us. You needn't worry, Silkard. I will see to it no harm comes to her. Until next time. That's good. Carry her up that mountain so she can get home faster. It still amazes me how you make good of even the most dire circumstances. There's no doubt Rogger smiles upon you. It will take a lot of work to be sure, but in a few years' time, traders from all over will be talking of the famous brew from Alighieri and Coldhearth. I better get going. We'll need to be ready when Bot returns. Take care, Silkard. Yep, and you owe me a belt of aiming. Ta-da! That belt is better than what I got. And I got the bracelet from what we just ran. Cool. Okay. To Gridania. It's 70. Time to do the Bard quest. Should be right over here. Yep, there he is. Got a lot. Okay, so we get Storyteller's Attire Coffer and Refulgent Arrow. Gardelot is keenly waiting to see how the Order of Twin Adder will move. Good timing, Silkard. Norval's demands have just arrived at the Adder's Nest. In exchange for Sanson's freedom, we're to release the contents of Gilbald's journal to the public. Bastard won't be satisfied until all Gridanians hate all Alamegans' guts. The brass hats are deliberating a course of action as we speak. Not much we can do now but wait. Command has made its decision. You will not wish to hear this, but the Order rejects Norval's demands. He and his band are to be summarily eliminated. What? Hold on a second. You won't even try to negotiate Sanson's release? As a nation, we cannot bow to acts of intimidation. I'm afraid negotiation was never an option, and here I must repeat the order for you to relinquish the journal at once. So what you're saying is you're abandoning Sanson. You're gonna let him die. Here's the great Vanchelon, hero of all Gridanians, but you won't even lend an ear to his descendant. Oh no, instead you choose the easy way out. Just kill everyone, even your own man. Wash away the bloody past with more blood. Just to be clear, I ain't siding with Norval. There's no excusing his method, but there's no excusing yours either. It's bullshit, that's what it is. Yes, we're going to be sent in to negotiate. Aggressively. What will you say? It's bullshit. Sanson's our friend. Now, pray do not be so quick to despair, for I was simply relaying the outcome of Command's deliberation. A deliberation in which the Elder Seed Seer had no part. Oh, well, she's my friend, so... As you say, Gaidelot, the orders are bullshit. Not the words I would have chosen, but you speak the truth nonetheless, and I, for one, have no intention of abiding by them. The decision was largely influenced by a small handful of our leadership, and not the boldest handful, if I may add. It is plain from the fact that they do not think to bring the matter before the Elder Seed Seer. Captain Smythe is a dear comrade like you, and I would spare no aid in any effort to rescue him. And I am pleased to say that we are not alone in this sentiment. As a matter of fact, I have already reached out to my Lancer and Archer acquaintances, and they stand ready to aid our cause. Oh, now we're talking. There's still hope for the Order if it has good blokes like you, Vorsi. I would thank you not to call me that. Now the Order will move as soon as they ascertain the enemy's location, so time is of the essence. Gaidelot, pray take word of these developments to Jahantel. Meanwhile, Sokard, I need you to bear word to the two guildmasters, Lucien and Yuane. You got it. Tell them that the time is nigh, and pray return here swiftly. Alright, we're gonna go save Sanson. We're gonna go in to negotiate. Shoot that guy immediately in the head. Yeah, that's where we're going. Oh, this quest is called Sweet Dreams Are Made of Peace. P-E-A-C-E, not peas. Because nothing good is made of peas. Oh, I can at least run somewhat faster than this. Oh, I know Lucien. He's alright. I was doing some Lancer quests the other day. Or Yuane, not Lucien. Lucien is the Archer Guild. Aye, Vorsail has briefed me on the situation. Sanson once trained in these very halls, and I should like to hear his excuse for being captured so easily. Yes! At any rate, you may count on our lances. That Sanson was one of our own is reason enough. This request comes from both you and my longtime friend Vorsail himself. Okay, and then we gotta go to the Archers Guild. I have to port to the Archers Guild because it's easier. Yeah, Sanson has to answer to why he got captured so easily. Hi, Eldenny. We're 70. We made it. Now we're just doing the 70 Bard quest. Wait, did I run past? I ran right past her. Time is nigh then. Very well, we shall make ready to part at once. When the call came, full many here offered their bows. There is not a soul here who knows not of you and Jahantel and Gailot. Together let us rescue Sanson. Okay. Now where are we going? Back to the Adder's Nest. There you are, and not a moment too soon. Things have begun to move. Our scouts report that Norval and his band have since returned to the Twelveswood. They have made their lair in the North Shroud, near the shards of Dalamud. Even as we speak, the Order mobilizes a unit for an assault. We must be there ahead of them. Set out at once and make first for Alder Springs. I shall instruct the others to join you there. I will remain here to stall our forces as long as I can. Godspeed. Okay. Alder Springs. I skipped a lot of quests in this area. They're like high 20s. Plenty to do here whenever you fall into like a high 20s area where you can't waiting for queue or something like that. We're ahead of the Twin Adder crew. Let's keep it that way and get right to work. Our guild friends will take down the sentries and secure the area. We're free to get close to Norval and give him the thrashing he deserves. Entering instance. If your level's above 70, you'll be synced for when the next expansion comes out. And Norval was a huge pain last time we fought him. Well, I was not expecting you two. Here to deliver the Gridanian's answer, are we? You wish, you craven whoreson. Whatever your demands are, it ain't got nothing to do with us. So you're acting alone. I thought you had some wits, or do you care that little for your friend? Kill Sanson before you get your answer and all deals are off. Everything you worked for up in smoke. Or do you care that little for your goal? Mayhap you have some wits after all, but clever though your ploy may be, have you the strength to back it up? Oh, don't you worry on that score. We're gonna knock you around so hard all the scales will fall from your eyes. And if that ain't enough to make you see clearly, I'll even slap in a song. Something lively to wake you up from your misguided beliefs. Now that's a bard. You know, except he's got that weird accent now that he didn't have in the previous versions. Alright, time to kill things. God, a lot. I've killed like 3 of these dudes already. What are you doing with that one? Oh, you mean the, is it the Lee stress? That everybody's going on and on about? And of course it's a Lala proposing to you, because, well, they're Lalas. High House Bustle. I don't know that I wouldn't. I don't know that I recognize that one without looking it up. What is going on here? Binding. Oh, well, that needs to go. You're trying to trick me. Whoa. That kind of hurt. Yeah, duty complete. That wasn't nearly as hard as the last time we had to fight him. Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble. Why? Why do you not understand? Why do you not see the Almegans for the filth they are? Let each spear be thrust for everlasting peace. Let each arrow be loose for the forest and the tree. I was trying to read that. That song. How do you know it? I've learned it just recently with a spot of help from Jahantel here. He showed me of Vinchelin's grave, which I understand your family's been tending for generations. Vinchelon. The song was engraved on the headstone. It's a fine piece, and it ain't hard to see why your ancestor loved it. Taking up arms that we might have peace, so the words go. Words that came from Vinchelon himself, as a matter of fact. The Autumn War gave birth to a good many anthems, and a good many of them borrowed his words. Take a look and you'll notice a recurring theme: peace and harmony. How dare you preach to me of my ancestor? For generations my family has sought justice for Lord Vinchelon. You couldn't possibly comprehend our pain. Not us, perhaps, but I dare say your great-grandsire, Lord Lendrinol, could comprehend it better than any man. He witnessed his own sire murdered before his eyes. He knew the painful truth, yet he chose to keep it a secret. Why was this, do you suppose? It was because he knew that above all else, his sire desired peace. Had it been known to that their hero was struck down by treachery, ordinary Gridanians would not have been satisfied with protecting their homes. No, they would have demanded justice. They would have demanded blood. The war would have raged on, leaving yet more death and destruction in its wake, and the peace that Lord Vinchelon dreamed of would have gone up in smoke. Knowing this, Lord Landrenau... Spare me your lies. Lord Vinchelon desired Alamigo's destruction. You cannot tell me otherwise. Tell me, young man, did it not strike you as odd that I knew of Lord Vinchelon's grave? That which your family has kept secret all these years? The explanation is simple. I had the honor of knowing Lord Landrenau. Gasp. Like you, he admired Lord Vinchelon and everything he stood for. And what he stood for, first of all, was peace and harmony. If you would honor both their memories, you would do well to honor these ideals. No, this cannot be. My ancestors despised Alamegans. Yes, they all did. If not, everything I've labored for, all the blood and tears, has been for naught. Yep, truth's a bitch sometimes. I ask not that you forgive, but know that neither will we forget. When the time is right, I will see to it that all know of Lord Vanchelon's great sacrifice. This I swear on Naufika's name. I ask only that you believe, as your ancestors fervently did, in a brighter future. One of our own shaping, undarkened by shadows of the past. That story might have even been this class quest might have even been better than the one for Summoner. Worry not, Silkard. I am quite well. Thanks to you and Guylot, it ended with only a few cuts and bruises. But ere I may rest, I must see to one last task, making good on my promise to Norval. Come, let us return to the Adder's Nest. I can port there, and I still won't beat you there. Need my new gear. And ability. Huh. Looks like the Sands of Time ability that from Here is the Storm. The Chromie has. My apologies for keeping you waiting, Commander. I have Galbard's journal with me, and I will surrender it on one condition. Once the veracity of the tome's contents is ascertained, the Order must make the truth public knowledge when the time is right. On this we are of a mind, Captain Smythe. Not only will I relay your terms to our leaders, I will speak strongly in favor of them. But know that mine is but one voice, and more shall be needed if we are to strengthen our cause. As such, you must rise through the ranks swiftly to stand with me. Stand with you? I fear it will take me a while to attain that honor. To be fooled and taken captive so easily, I am still green as summer's grass. It is true that the success of this mission is owed much to Sokard. Every mission. And you would do well to give him your profuse thanks. However, I suggest that you also give yourself more credit. You may have much to learn, but you will learn them in good time. This time you were faced with numerous trials, yet did you not accomplish your mission in spite of them? Aye, listen to Vorsi. We came back with the tome. No one can say we didn't do our jobs. Look at you, a bit of praise and you're a stunned marmot. That won't do at all. If you're going to shape the future of our nation, you're going to have to shape up. You're right, Guylot. From leading our unit to fulfilling my promise to Norval, much rests upon my shoulders. Come what may, I will ever stand tall and forge on. Sokard, I must needs go to file my report, but ere I leave, allow me to offer you my heartfelt thanks. Not only for your invaluable aid, but for being an example to me. By following your lead, I shall strive to become the best leader I can be, that my unit's song might one day serve to rouse all Gridania. And off he goes. Good that he's hale and hearty at any rate. I'll stick with Sanson for a while, make sure he won't tear open any stitches. In the meantime, would you go and let Jahano know we've returned? I'll be along myself soon enough. But speaking of the old man, to think that he knew Vainchalan's son, you don't get to that age and not rub shoulders with a legend or two, eh? Because they're elves. Which means they're automatically old. Okay. Jahantel's back in his old spot. Which is Quarry Mill. Just west of Quarry Mill. Gillian's Friday. It's not that dress, is it? Hold on. What's this high house bustle? I have to look this up since you were talking about it, Denny. Oh, okay. It is that dress. In my chair. Yeah, I don't care about the cat traps. I gotta talk to my old buddy here. I see. My thanks for bearing word. Though Sanson and Guyla may not have endeared themselves to the Twin Adder leadership, they have found a stout ally in Commander Huloy. I must say, it truly stirs the spirit to see the younger generation blaze a new path. And I pray that Norval too will find his own path to walk, one that is paved not with hatred but with hope. That leads to peace both in the world and in his heart. It is what his ancestors would have wished. In him I see them, and it calls to mind my days spent learning bow and song under his great-grandsire, a kindly old man who tirelessly tended his father's grave, never forgetting the ideals he stood for. Somewhere along Lord Vengeline's line, those ideals are faded away, but thanks to you and yours, they may yet be restored, and made bolder still by a true remembrance of the past, and the world should be a better place for it. Quest complete. Alright, so there's our level 70 quest. Fervent desire to aid your comrades awakens a new melody. Refulgent arrow. Really strong attack. Bard's Tale 3. So that is get your bard to 70. Oh, it's do the level 70 quest. We're talking about Shaft 7 is level 70. Okay, so let's open up this storyteller's attire. And put on some new duds. Okay, antiquated storyteller chapeau. Might as well look at it. Oh, look at that. That's fancy. Storyteller coat. Storyteller gloves. There's no belt, is there? Nope. Pants? Uh-oh. We have too many pants. Yep, too many pants. Too many pants. Oh, those are boots. Those are pants. Too many boots. I have to go sell some stuff. Okay, boots, bottoms, gloves, coat, chapeau. And a bow. New bow. Yeah, it pops up 286. I look pretty fancy now. My bow's cool. It's got like pipes and stuff in it. Neat. No more quests from him. Alright, so that's it for now. That is Bard 270 and the level 70 Bard quest. So that will complete that completes this class. Now of course it could keep going, and you know, our gear's only 286. There's plenty of higher level gear that can be get. But got plenty of other classes that aren't even close to max yet. Don't even have a tanking class, but like I've been promising, we're gonna go to White Mage next. Because while we do have a Scholar that's a healer, I didn't really play the Scholar as a leveling it because I leveled a Summoner, so I'm not really familiar with it. I want to see a healing class basically from the beginning. So I'm going to call it a night. I will be on sometime tomorrow. I don't know when. We might pick up White Mage right away, or maybe some racing. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide at that time. If you like what you see here and you haven't followed already, please be sure to hit the follow button up there. Up there. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe. As always, all YouTube videos, or all these videos, the whole stream will be loaded up to YouTube within a couple days. So I will leave you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And until next time, catchphrase.